In this video, we are going to cover how to choose your lodging for a Kenya safari, and maybe the most important question, what is the best time of year to go? And, unlike other videos, we will give you our prediction down to the week on when you can see the wildebeests cross the river in the Mara Triangle in the Masai Mara in 2024. In the last video, we covered how to plan a safari, including where to go, and the best safari company to use for your trip.
Our city.
It's very nice. And this was our second game drive in Amboseli National Park. Alright, let's answer some questions. Let's start with the best time of year to go on a safari. That will definitely affect the prices of lodging I'll show next. In the last chapter, I covered why we chose to go to Kenya versus somewhere else, but when is the best time to actually go there? Generally speaking, the best time of year to go on a safari in Kenya is during the dry season.
These guys are so ugly, they're cute.
Mm-hmm.
All I see is we're holding butt. No.
The dry season is late June through October, and since Kenya is in the southern hemisphere, June through October is winter instead of summer. We went in August, and the weather was just about perfect. The warm days and cool nights were super nice. The only downside to that time is that it is high season, which means your safari will be more crowded and cost even more.
Oh, they're cute. How they stay so white? All this dirt.
But, unless you're on a very strict budget, we still think that is the absolute best time to go. Oh, they're funny. They're fast. The dry season is when you will see the most animals, including the Great Migration, where thousands of wildebeests and zebras migrate in search of greener pastures and water. We really wanted to see the famous scenes of the wildebeests crossing the river while being chased by crocodiles. Unfortunately, we were about 1 week too early. Oh, there they go. Oh. The migration has been happening later and later each year, according to many of the travelers we talked to. I'm going to make a bold prediction on when the wildebeest start crossing the river in 2024. If we were to go back this year, I'd book a trip somewhere in the Masai Mara between August 25th and September 8th. It may be too late to book that now, but I think those 2 weeks would give you a great opportunity to see that incredible spectacle, and that's our official recommendation on when to go.
Oh, that explains why he's so big. It's a Goliath heron.
And if you only have 1 week, I'd go the first week of September. You will need to be in the Mara Triangle at the Masai Mara at that time. If you have a good guide, he or she will know right where to go. If you want to know how to choose a good guide, make sure to check out Chapter 6 of this series. Now we're going to answer a few more very important questions, but right after we see this. See that thing moving in the background? I barely spotted it, and it turned out to be the rarest thing we saw on the whole trip. It looked like a cat that mated with a raccoon or something. Turned out it was an African civet, and it's more closely related to small carnivores like a mongoose or weasel than it is a cat.
Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. And it's so close.
It was walking different than everything else, so I couldn't quite.
Like, look at it. Looks like it's looking for stuff in the grass.
I've not seen it in this part.
Really?
Yes, I've seen it in Savo.
Better get some pictures of this puppy.
I'm recording.
Oh, pictures.
I got a lot of pictures. And of the thousands, and I mean thousands of pictures I took, these are the only photos that our guide Rufus wanted a copy of. Rufus has been a safari tour guide most of his life, and he said he's only seen one of these African civets ever.
We don't see them in the daytime.
No.
Really?
Do you think there's something wrong with it?
No, it's your lucky.
No, I mean,
Because all those vehicles which have passed here, they have not seen it.
Otherwise, they'd all be here.
Yes. You see?
Yep, he's got in the grass.
If it goes on the grass like that, you can't see it.
We just saw an African civet, and we're waiting for it to come out. It's really rare to see one out here at all, and very rare to see one during the day. He's only about 30 feet away.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, you cannot see that thing at all now.
So I can say we are the only ones who have seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, he's just hidden. It's hard to believe he's right up there.
There's another part called Savo Nation.
Savo?
I saw
Okay.
it at night, long time ago.
So to see it 10 feet away in the
I
daytime?
can say we are the only ones who have seen it. Otherwise, you could find vehicles here.
Man, that was great. This is the really cool thing about a safari. You never know what you might see. And it appears we may have been the only ones around that even got a chance to see it. Now that you know when to go, where is the best place to stay? Your safari company should be able to give you some good recommendations on where to stay, but I'll show you the 3 places we stayed at and how much they cost. And it may surprise you which one we like the best. Currently, we are in Amboseli, staying at the Amboseli Serena Safari Lodge. The food was good, the rooms were clean, and they even had a nice pool. Food was served buffet style, and I think that's fairly common for most of the places you will stay. Price-wise, I would consider this lodge to be upscale, but not luxury. Not luxury prices, anyway. We paid $380 USD per night total for the 2 of us, and that included food, but not alcoholic drinks. We really liked the people here, and they had entertainment at night. After Amboseli, we went to Lake Navasha. At Lake Navasha, we stayed at the Navasha Sopa Lodge, and the price was about the same as Amboseli, except the rooms were a little bigger and had nice balconies. I'll have a full video of Lake Navasha out soon, and whether you should include it on your safari. Our last room before going to Diani Beach was in the Masai Mara, and it was the only time we stayed inside a park. Our rooms were tents, and there were possibly fewer amenities, but it ended up being our favorite place. I've said it several times in this series, but we slept just feet from crocodiles and hippos. We really felt like we were on a safari then. So I've shown snippets of this hippo a few times, but this second game drive in Amboseli is when we actually saw it. This hippo was amazing and huge, and ended up getting very close to us. I've already mentioned hippos are the most dangerous mammals in Africa and run extremely fast. But did you know they also have up to 2-inch thick waterproof skin? He is close. There's a myth that hippos sweat blood. They don't actually sweat blood, but they do secrete an oily, pinkish, red sweat-like substance that keeps their skin healthy and protects them from the sun. Man, look at the teeth on that thing. That's really impressive for a vegetarian. So they eat with their molar teeth, but they use those long, sharp canines you see there for fighting. Those molars can reach 20 inches long, and their jaws can open up to 180 degrees. And their bite can be 3 times stronger than a lion's, and one bite can cut a person in half. These are all the things we were thinking of once that hippo was about 10 feet away. You're right. I don't know how he runs 40 miles an hour with those little legs. I wouldn't get too hung up on where you're going to stay.
No, I turned around.
I would find a good safari company and get a few recommendations from them within your price budget. If you need a recommendation on a good safari company, make sure to check out Chapter 6, How to Plan a Safari. Well, I hope we shared some useful information. Like, subscribe, and we have over 100 videos on our channel, so pick an adventure and let's go do some stuff.